the summertime has come, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain tide rolls around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to a wild mountain tide, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by Uncle Crystal Fountain, and round it I will hide all the wild flowers over the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to a wild mountain tide, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love are gone, then I'll surely find another to a wild mountain tide, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to a wild mountain tide, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go?
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace.
4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days shall quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights shall quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, a renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. With cunning hast thou fletched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. My gracious duke, be it so that she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax. By him imprinted, and within his power, to leave the figure, or to disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the bravery of a nun. For I to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life. Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I will vouch it to his head. Made love to Nedir's daughter Helena, and won her soul, while she, sweet lady, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon the spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But, being over full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire we follow you.
Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, or if I could ever read, or if I could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
O cross, too high to be enthralled to low,
or else miscraft in respective years,
oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young,
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as a lightning in the cold night, and in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, Behold! The jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Therefore let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance in the morn of May. There I will wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which netteth souls and prospers loves. In that same place thou hast appointed me tomorrow, truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Fair? Call you me fair? That's fair again, unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than a lark to shepherd's ear, when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching upward favor, so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, My eye, your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. The world being mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Oh, were that fault were mine!
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee, Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs doting on Hermia's eyne, so I admiring of his fine qualities. Things base and vile holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. But ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. But when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and the showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the woods will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in me I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You're best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in the interlude for our Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then name the names of the actors, and so grow to the point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my true chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ericles rarely, or a part to Terracatin, typical spilt. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. Amphibious car shall shine afar and make a mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. This Ericles veins a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? Wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a bear coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you shall speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I shall speak in a monstrous little voice. Thursday. Ah, Pyramus dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Staveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Staveling, you must play Thisbe's mother.
Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father.
Snug the joiner, you, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted. Have you the lion's part written? If it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar. That will make every man's heart good to hear me. I will roar. The Duke will say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly, for you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and it would be enough to hang us all.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, and I will roar you as gently as any suckling dove. I will roar you, and 'twere a nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see in a summer's day, a most gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrained beard, your French crown beard, your perfect yellow.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.